you're like the person I give it to, and then you made away with my money. Now, you know the painful part of the whole thing? The money now one kind big trade your future. There are some people that can trade their future for 2 million naira. Won't mind, you know. They don't. Hello, mi familia. The video you're about to watch was supposed to be posted in November 2020. In case you hear me saying something like this year 2020 or this in November 2020, just try to understand that it was meant to be posted in November. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. The girl is back. I hope you forgive me for the long break, although I announced on my social media pages on Instagram and on Facebook. I don't think I announced on Instagram, but I announced on Facebook. For those who clicked this video through Facebook, I announced on Facebook that my phone was bad and I won't be able to do videos. And I promised to bring you podcasts this November, but here I am with a video instead. Glory! So yeah, we're back, and this is Minute Lessons with Praisey. And what do we do on Minute Lessons with Praisey? As usual, Minute Lessons with Praisey is a platform where we draw great lessons from the ordinary things of life. So we draw minute lessons with me and Praisey. My name is Praisey Bade, and you're welcome to my channel once again. So yeah, like we always do, we gist about the background of whatever we'll be drawing our lesson from. Ordinarily, we draw great lessons from little things that you look at and you feel like, can any lesson ever come out of this situation, this occurrence, this thing that happened? But yeah, today we're going to be drawing a great lesson from something that happened to somebody close to me. So sit tight and let's just. The title of this video is Trade Wisely, and I intentionally chose this topic because it has to do with, there's a saying that goes that life is a marketplace, and so what do you do in a marketplace? You trade. But in our trading business, in our trading endeavors, we have to ensure that we are wise about it. Don't trade one thing for the other when you're actually not supposed to. So nowadays we have a lot of people who trade good things for bad, who trade their future for what they can gain in the present. And this particular story is something that is very, very rampant in our world today, and I feel the need to address it. Now, what's the story about? There's this wonderful man that's, these people that they call Gogolo. He's a plumber, he's a bricklayer, name it, he does so many things. So there's a particular man that patronizes him. Whenever this man has a plumbing job, he brings him to his house. Whenever someone close to the man needs a plumber, he recommends the man to his other friends. So this man, the plumber and the boss, let me just make it that way, the plumber and the boss. So the plumber and the boss have been working for a couple of years. They've known each other for quite a long time. And then automatically, when there's a bricklaying job, the plumber gets it. When there's a plumbing job, the plumber gets it. Whatever thing the boss needs, the plumber produces it, if he can produce it. So on this particular day, the plumber is so close to the boss that the boss used to take him to different places. For example, the boss has a particular house where he collects house rent from the tenants. So the boss had been taking him on countless occasions to the house to collect money from tenants, hoping that on some occasions when the boss is not around, he would be able to send the plumber as per, you are close to me, I trust you, we've been working for years, you are like a friend to me, I can ask you to help me collect money from these people since they don't want to transfer. Like, some people just don't want to transfer money, they want to give you cash so that you can give the receipt. So he had been taking the man there so that he can help him collect money and issue receipts on his behalf. You see that level of trust that somebody had to take you to his house, and for someone in this generation to trust you enough with his money is something. So it had been ongoing like that. They had been going to the man's house in different places to collect money, and then on this particular day, for some time, the boss did not hear from the plumber. He didn't wonder why, because there's no plumbing job yet, there's no bricklaying job, there's really nothing we should talk to each other for. So yeah, he's somewhere around. Whenever I need him, I'll talk to him. But the house rent of a particular person in the house where the boss's house, the house rent of that person was long overdue. And then the boss called the person, you haven't paid your rent, what's up? And it's like, I've given the rent to this particular man. And I think in that particular area of Lagos State, they still pay their rent, I think monthly or so. They still pay their rent monthly. So he's like, no, I've sent the money to this particular man that always comes with you. I've given it to him now, has he not delivered it? And the man is like, okay, maybe he would deliver it. But he's like, it's been for weeks now. So he called up the plumber, Baba no pick up. He tried calling him, tried chatting him up, various means. The man was literally running away from the boss. So it was later, like a few weeks after, the boss got to realize that this man actually made away with my money. Now the issue is, you didn't just make away with someone's money, you betrayed my trust. I mean, we've been working together for years. You've missed out on so many opportunities because automatically, if someone needs a plumbing job, I'm the one you are the one I refer to them. So I take you as my number one plumber, I take you as my number one bricklayer, I take you as whenever I need even an electricity job, you're like the person I give it to, and then you made away with my money. Now, you know the painful part of the whole thing. As me this morning, I wanted to speak pidgin now, that if to say the money na one kind big money, as me the money was like 2 million naira. There are some people that can trade their future for 2 million naira. Won't mind, you know, they don't mind, they don't care. But I would have understood that some people are just poor to the point that 2 million naira is like eternity to them. They can even trade their eternity for 2 million naira. At least it was even at 1 million naira. I would consider that 1 million naira is somebody's school fees for a whole session. 1 million naira can even take someone through university. As if it was 500k, I would consider that. Nowadays, 500k they buy land. Do you understand? Like you stole somebody's money to get the land. Assuming it was 300k, I will reason the thing. But okay, 300k now, it can even buy you an iPhone, new fine iPhone. As if it was not 200k. See, in fact, let's just cut the whole thing short. It's not 200k. It's not 100k. It's not 50,000. The worst of the worst is not 30,000. Do you know where I'm going? I should have burst your bubble. It's not 20k. This man made away with not 15,000 naira, but 10,000 naira.
Ayé dorí kodò kò mà yé mi mọ́.
Ayé ti dorí kodò kò yé mi mọ́.
10,000 naira. Do you know that 10,000 naira cannot buy half bag of rice in this time? Do you know that tomato paste is now so expensive that 10,000 naira cannot buy a carton? Do you know that for some people, data subscription for a month is 20,000 naira? Do you know that 10k is useless now? No, I just have to ask. 10k is useless now. Like if you have 10k, the highest you can do is to eat shawarma, eat pizza. You can't even get to your destination with Uber with 10k. Like 10k is, I know that to some people it's so big an amount, but in the economy we are now, 10,000 naira, I don't even care who you are, 10,000 naira cannot feed you for a week. Except you are alone, you have a family. I'm talking about somebody's father, I'm talking about a family man. You have a family, 10,000 naira cannot feed his family for a week. It's not possible. 10,000 naira cannot take his children to and fro school, feed them, take his wife to work. 10k is little. Now, after some time, the boss needed somebody to do some bricklaying job, and this man was nowhere to be found because he already made away with the money. And this bricklaying job would have fetched the man almost 10 times what he made away with. I mean, profits. He could have gotten up to 100,000 naira from the job. I mean, when I heard this story, I was pained because this is somebody that I know. I was pained. How can you? It's just like when we read the story of Jacob and Esau. We tend to just castigate Esau. How will you say your birthright for just a plate of porridge? Whereas that's what many of us are doing today. You just sell your future for present pleasures. It is something that, I mean, for every decision we take, we ought to consider the consequences. Does this thing have a consequence on my future? If I do this, if I take this, if I buy this, am I buying my future? A pastor said last week, he said, some people have worn the kind of clothes they are wearing their future. And it's the truth. Some of us just want to stay in fashion. Some of us want to have good clothes. We want to wear good clothes, drive the latest, eat the latest. Some of us buy some kind of food that in one day we have eaten 5 years of our future. And it will take a whole lot of time to recover from it. I can tell you that man is not doing well till today, because I know how he's faring. He's not faring well at all. Now you've eaten the 10,000 naira. Let's even say you were very prudent with the money and you were able to manage the money well. Highest 2 weeks. Highest. In fact, for a family man, 1 week. Now you were able to manage 10K for 1 week. What next? You already traded your relationship. You already traded your referrals. You already traded a lifetime of friendship. Because when it comes to customers and when it comes to business, you build relationships with your customers, such that even if they're outside the country and someone in Nigeria needs something, they can refer you to others. When you build a good relationship with your customers, they are able to fetch you even more than they themselves would offer you if they do business with you. Why? Because they can refer you to others. Now this man lost a lot. This man, his boss needed plumbing job, his boss needed so many things. After he left for a year, the man had to start contracting it to others. There are so many stories I would actually love to tell you of how people made away with so much money. Personally, I've even experienced a lot in my house. When my dad just gives somebody okay, we need this in our house. For example, there was a time when we had this bed and it was shaking us, so we needed the wood to just accompany the bed. As per let's use big mattress, so we needed wood. So he gave it to someone to make us a bed, and this person had been staying in that area of his shop for about 2 years. Now you collected somebody's money. How much were they doing bed that time? So it was maybe 4K. You collected 4,000 naira and ran away and packed away from your shop. Please say, God forbid, I can never be poor in life. The kind of poverty that will make me run away from my shop because of 4,000 naira, may I never see it. In fact, the kind of poverty that will make me trade a relationship, a lifetime of friendship for 10,000 naira. Ọlọ́run jàre láburú lórúkọ Jésù. Ẹ sọ pé àmì. Ṣàmì abẹ́ busy. There are just some things that we shouldn't do. I know that friendship sometimes, of course, friendship will not really bring you money. In some ways, you just get money. But then, friendship is not something that fetches you money on a monthly basis or something. But it's not something you can trade. It's not something you should trade for 10,000 naira. Let's learn to trade wisely. If life is truly a marketplace, it means that we trade on a daily basis. So let's learn to trade wisely. Yes, you must trade, but be wise when trading. Don't trade relationships for anything in the world except you're not meant to be in that relationship in the first place. I'm not just talking about romantic relationships, I'm talking about friendships. We just form acquaintances. We need these people. You need people in life. This man, I can't even start naming all the things that he has lost. So in all your doings, never trade friendships, relationships, referrals, business, whatever, for 10,000 naira. If you want to even trade at all, trade it for $1 billion. The kind of money that will make you fly all around the world. You know what I'm saying? The kind of money that after trading those relationships for that amount of money, you will still take out of that money to buy those relationships back. That kind of money. That's the kind of money you can trade. Let's just leave it. So, trade wisely in this business of life. See you next time on my YouTube channel on Money Lessons with Praisey. We have Money Lessons with Praisey every Friday on my YouTube channel. Don't forget to like this video, drop me a comment. I respond to comments. Drop me a comment, follow me on Instagram, hook up with me on Facebook, and then don't forget to share this video. So forgive my voice. It's been a rough day. You know what I'm saying? So do well to subscribe to this video. See you next week on my YouTube channel.